The Super Bowl is here, and it's time to get hyped.
Oh, Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You making blood come from my damn mouth. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You got to make blood come to the mouth. You can't just smack me and don't hit me hard. That's bullshit. When you hit a motherfucker, you hit that motherfucker. Let's kick their ass, motherfucker. Kick their ass. Let's go.
But do you need a little help translating the universal language known as football?
Pie de Cody Parkey. 43 yardas. El snap. Le mete el pie. Distancia, dirección. Le dio el poste. ¡No! ¡Falló! ¡Oh! ¡No, señor! ¡No, señor! ¡No, señor! ¡No, señor! ¡No, señor! ¡No, señor! ¡Los Eagles se van con la victoria! ¡Ay, papá! ¡No, señor! ¡No, señor! ¡Chicago! ¡Chicago!
A game that'll make you go from this.
We're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
To this.
When you see your players give all that they have and you lose that way, it's tough. You know, you don't want that for them. So, but we'll be better for it, you know.
Well, forget analysts like Michael Irvin.
Oh my God, this is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook. We're losing recipes, and now we're going to lose. Peyton Manning's knowledge.
Or the Manning brothers.
Let's go to Peyton. He's going to break down that touchdown. Can't hear shit. Never mind.
When you can have analysis like this. That's where go argue with Dylan on the YouTube chats. It's shit week, everybody.
Oh, the flag that came up for Dylan.
Yeah. Look, that's what Dylan does. That's all Dylan deserves.
We might actually know where they play.
And the Kelseys. I'm tired of Jason and Travis Kelce blowing up my damn TikTok feed.
I would rather have Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach got him.
Perfect timing.
was like, shut up.
How to at the 3-2-3.
Shit.
So,
I need fidget with.
only on the 3-2-3. I'm your host, Reid Murphy, welcoming you to 5 epic days of our best contributors, analysis, and shenanigans, leading you to the big game. 5 days that could only be known as
Super Week.
Yeah.
Oh, folks, it is Super Week, the last day of it. It's your fault that you didn't hear the other days. Those are, exclusive to our heads. Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, folks. This is the 3-2-3. I am your host, Reid Murphy. It is our Super Bowl preview show, our Seahawks preview show. At this point, just repping Seattle out here. Joined by the lovely, the incomparable, the wonderful, the handsome, what is it? Like a dark blue, a navy blue, and neon green. Navy blue and neon
sure, there's
green.
an official color that I should know, but
yeah, something. I mean, it's what it is. The superfan himself, host of Zoo's Views on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Zoo's Views, Zuhair Ali. Hello, buddy.
hello. I'm feeling super to be here.
You feeling super excited, super happy, super energetic?
College Navy, Action Green, and Wolf Gray.
Action Green's kind of a badass name. Not gonna lie. I can roll with Action Green. Welcome back.
Hi.
Dude, I don't know if you're feeling the same way I am. And like we've done Super Week the last couple of years going into the Super Bowl, but no Super Week this year, and it's partially because of just how like busy things are. Life's very busy, work's extra busy. For all of us, for all four of us, it has been all season. We've been, it's been rare to get all four of us on at the same time. It's you and me holding it down right now. But also, I love the Super Bowl. I love football all the time, love the NFL all the time, but I'm just not hyped up for this Super Bowl necessarily. Like, I don't know what it is, and I'm excited for the Seahawks. I'm excited for players like Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'm excited for, Ken Walker and DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm excited to see the Patriots back in a different way and under Vrabel. Vrabel's really fun, and Drake May's been fun to watch. But I don't know what it is, and it's not because the Chiefs aren't there, because like I'm low-key happy the Chiefs aren't there, but for whatever reason, last year, Chiefs-Eagles had me extra hyped up. Any of these matchups before have had me hyped up. I just can't get into it this week. Maybe it's because it's in San Francisco, too, and a lot of the whole week of Radio Row and lead-up and everything hasn't been like as exciting as New Orleans. But I'm trying to get there. Can you get me hyped up for the Super Bowl? Like what? Like can you get me excited? Can you share that energy that you have for Seattle?
I'm actually not sure that I can.
Yeah,
because I caught myself saying the other day, it's like, oh, after next weekend, football will be over, so I'll have more time.
Yeah.
So the fact that I actually said that was like
shock.
There's a part of me that's like relieved. In a way, I don't know if it's because, like, as Commanders fans, we just didn't have that much fun this season, so it's just kind of like ready to speed on to the next. Which you think that'd be a feeling we're used to, but also it like reminds me of the 2013 Seattle season where their NFC Championship game was Seahawks versus Niners when Colin Kaepernick was still the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And that was a really good game that was like back and forth and down to the wire, and like the Seahawks won. But then you had that game against the Broncos where it was like 40-6. Like they got that pity touchdown at the end. So I'm wondering if it kind of rolls that same way. Like you had that back and forth match between an NFC West division rival, and there's so much about the Patriots of like they played so many teams that fired their head coach, and they played NFC South teams, and they had all these easy wins, and it was such an easy route to get here that like the storytelling like leading up to it just makes it seem like Seattle's won already. And that makes it very hard to be excited for this game. Like you had that great Seahawks Rams matchup. That was such a fun game to watch. Like how are you going to be able to top that with a team that's not getting as much hype as the Patriots? Yeah. So it seems like they've won already, and I know you want me to hype you up, and I know I just changed all the light colors to like match up the Seattle hype, but it's like it really does feel like we're already celebrating a win.
And maybe that's partially something that'll make the matchup a little more exciting, because Mike Vrabel's the type where he's a coach.
We heard the noise type.
Yeah, he wants to be an underdog. He wants to be counted out like that. And you're right, the Patriots, it's almost like they're non-existent there this week, even though I'll say this also isn't helping Seattle. I've finally watched Mike McDonald speak, their head coach. I've finally seen, like, I hadn't seen him in press conferences or anything. And I finally watched him, and I can tell you, I wasn't missing anything. Like that dude is as vanilla plain as I've ever seen a coach. It's incredible, almost. And there's something to it being a player's coach there, but we're gonna get excited for this as it's going. I'm excited for the event. I'm excited for the spectacle. I'm excited for the spectacle that NBC is going to be this weekend, because they also have Olympics and everything. So we got plenty to get into about this week and get the people hyped as us, as hyped as Will.
USA.
Yes. And just for, future reference for everybody, we will be trying to do like a post Super Bowl show. I'll be working out the schedule on that. Whether it'll be the same night or just like the day after or something, we will be doing some post Super Bowl talk with, some of the crew here. And after that, we'll of course get into NBA, the NBA update, after the NFL season's officially over and after the Super Bowl, at some point we'll, talk about how Giannis Antetokounmpo just shit on everybody for a week and tried to make everybody think that he was going to be traded, and then all of a sudden says it was like, yeah, I'm here to stay. I'm going to get the bag. And instead of the Warriors getting him, they wound up with Kristaps Porzingis, which just reminded me of my favorite New York Knicks sound of all time.
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid. You stupid motherfuckers, you.
Yeah, when he got traded to the Wizards, my cousin sent me that, and I lost it. And every time, the very few times I actually watch a basketball game, and it happens to be that, I was like, Tingus Pingus!
Tingus Pingus!
I honest to God, I forgot he was with the Wizards too. It's been a week for the Wizards too. We'll get to that when we do the NBA update. Anthony Davis, the Unibrows here now. We're contenders. I'm delusional again. I'm ready. We'll also
next year contenders. Make that very clear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you gotta lose out this year, and then we'll flame on.
Then get another 8th or 9th pick, and
it'll be all right. Yeah,
then come back.
We'll get our hockey update with the fake hockey news show, and Zoo's fake hockey news. He's got to get some time to make up that news though. In the meantime, but Super Bowl week, Zuper week, because you can't forget, you can't say Super Bowl. It's copyrighted. It's supposed to be the big game. That's why when you see like the commercials and the trailers and stuff, they call it the big game ad. Everything. Super Bowl
is a loophole.
Yeah, Super Bowl is copyrighted. So our loophole is it will be the Zuper Bowl. We will continue to call it the Zuper Bowl and Zuper Week, so nobody can say shit to us.
To see which team gets the Zimbardi Trophy.
I like it. I'm sure Lombardi would have loved that as a white man in the 60s. Would love to hear that. I want to ask you, besides the actual football game, what are you looking forward to the most with Super Bowl 60? Because I would have said I love the trailers. I love the movie trailers whenever they pop up during the commercials and stuff. But like, I'm as a Marvel nerd a little disappointed because there's the report that there will be no Marvel trailers during the game, like no Avengers Doomsday trailer, no Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, which really shocks me because that movie comes out in July and we have 4 teasers for Avengers that comes out in December. But I mean, there'll still be some stuff like Mandalorian and Project Hail Mary, but outside of the game, commercials, anything like that, what's got you excited for this?
A Super Bowl hangout and action green confetti at the end of it. I mean, outside of that, I really don't know. Like, the commercials, I mean, like, it's just kind of the point. It's just they understand that they have more of a social media presence. So even if they do have commercials and stuff, it's just like see the whole video on YouTube and see the whole video on TikTok, see the whole video on Instagram. So I feel like there's just going to be a lot of like PSA ads. And then everything else is just going to be like, yo, go check this out later, because they're not really garnering the attention of the people who don't care about the game.
Right.
Which it used to be there was like something for everybody. The people who don't like the game are entertained by the commercials or entertained by the Super Bowl show, and it just doesn't feel that way anymore. So it's like, I don't know what they're actually doing except for football fans to have somebody want to not miss a second anymore.
They're also doing the thing that I'm not a fan of, which is like releasing the commercials online like a week early.
Yeah.
Like, I already saw the Comcast Xfinity Jurassic Park commercial, and I love it as that's one of my top 5 movies of all time. And seeing those 3 actors back for the commercial is awesome, but I would have loved to have seen it during the game. And so like, I remember back when I was a kid, they used to do like preview shows. Like, they would like every year they would have like fucking Boomer Esiason hosting. It's like the top 15 Super Bowl commercials of all time, and then they would show you little previews of the new ones coming out. And I was like, oh, that's too much. Now they're just straight up showing the commercial. Like, giving you the whole minute and everything. So I'm like, why are you spending all that money for the airtime if you're just going to release it earlier? Because apparently it's like up to $10 million for 30 seconds this year, which is
They probably made that money back in the social media views.
I guess so. Yeah. We're in a new era, man. If we're getting to the point, it's going to be like Super Bowl is going to be like a pay-per-view event. Because people will do it, and the money's there for it.
Yeah.
Unless they get completely, rammed out by Turning Point USA and their incredible.
I was about to say, but what about the people who don't even want to watch the show?
Okay, so you and I are here.
Wait, does that make the halftime show an add-on, an optional add-on?
It should be. It's a it's a DLC. It's you and I are here. I was going to ask who draws the short straw and has to watch and review the Turning Point USA halftime show that's going to be headlined by Kid Rock. So I think it's between Luis and Scott. And, Luis is at work. Scott's trying to put a sick kid to bed.
I would love the idea of Scott lip syncing Spanish lyrics and Luis trying to keep up with Turning Point.
I mean, Luis is our
trying not to have any negative commentary while watching it.
So should we have Luis streaming live as the Turning Point concert's going?
I love how stressful that would be for both of them.
That would be wonderful. Yeah, and just have them watching it at the same time with no context or anything outside of it. You just tune in on that. Okay, we'll put something together.
You got to put like $1 in the jar for every negative thing they say, like during each of the performances.
Oh my gosh! Now I want to see what the Polymarket bets are on, like what's said during that halftime show. But that would just enrage me. But okay, congrats to Luis. He's going to be watching the Turning Point halftime show live during the event. I was going to have Scott do his top 5 Bad Bunny songs, but it's obviously too hard for him to pick, so he couldn't make it in tonight. So
he's still working on it.
He's still working on it. It could be all weekend. Honestly, it's such a hard topic for him. Shout out DTMF for me. I love that song. But I instead will give you my top 5 to coincide with Zuper week. My top 5 bunnies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the 323's top 5.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
That's right. It's my top 5 bunnies in honor of Bad Bunny and the Super Bowl halftime show that's coming up. Because, we've already brought up the Turning Point thing. I'll just say it straight up. Fuck that. Fuck the whole thing. They keep talking about a controversy and everything. The Bad Bunny halftime show controversy. What controversy is it, dude? Like it's as much a controversy as like Kendrick performing last year, like Lady Gaga jumping off the side of the stadium. What do you want? It's just a halftime show. Chill out. He's not American. He's from Puerto Rico. He's more fucking American than most people. Whatever. We're not here for the political of it. We're here for the top 5 bunnies. Okay? And I'm going to give you my top 5 bunnies here. Number 5, Zoo. Number 5. And this might be low on the list for some people, but I have reasons. Number 5, Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny is a Looney Tune who was introduced in Space Jam. She's like the Steph Curry of cartoon rabbits, apparently. Just comes in there, balls out. Full disclosure, as a small child, I had like one of my first childhood crushes on Lola Bunny. Don't know why. That didn't translate to my
a lot of
thankfully. I've seen
now men don't know why.
And like the thing about Lola is Lola was cool in the first Space Jam. The second Space Jam, I think like Zendaya voiced her. Not as much of a fan of that Lola, but I'll give the hot take. The best Lola Bunny is the one that was on some Looney Tunes animated show from like a few years ago on Cartoon Network where Kristen Wiig voiced her, and she was just fucking like psychotic and erratic, just like a completely like eccentric rabbit who just like drove Bugs crazy. Loved that Lola Bunny. Hilarious. So number 5, Lola Bunny. Number 4, Zoo. People will think one thing for it, and this is not the direction that it's completely going, but number 4, Jessica Rabbit. Give it to Jessica Rabbit, icon of film, another one that confused young men growing up. I was too young to understand. I was like, why are they so into Jessica Rabbit?
Why is this movie so popular?
Yeah, she's like, Lola Bunny's playing basketball. Why aren't you for that? But Jessica Rabbit is an icon of film and an icon of rabbit history, so you have to put her in the top 5. Number 3, the Easter Bunny. Because how can you not put the Easter Bunny on a list of top 5 bunnies? Like, the Easter Bunny provided so much good times for me as a kid, where like my baskets would be filled. I love Easter candy. I love the eggs. I love the unexplained reasoning and why the Easter Bunny lays eggs. Are they the Easter Bunny's eggs that it's laying, or did he steal eggs from somebody and he's putting them out there? I don't know. There's a lot of mystery with the Easter Bunny.
Just has a coop.
Yeah. Then you have like those fakes like Peter Rabbit trying to, get in on the Easter Bunny's business. Get the fuck out of here, Peter Rabbit. Nobody's asking for you over here. Easter Bunny all day, every day, but only number 3. Number 2, the OG, the true one, Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's a legend. Not just a legend of cartoon and a legend of animation, but just like a legend of comedy, a legend of entertainment. I used to think that Bugs Bunny was a legitimate celebrity that I could see walking around because of movies like Looney Tunes Back in Action, where he's hanging out with Brendan Fraser. This is when I hated Brendan Fraser as a kid. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. I didn't see the Mummy movies or anything. I just didn't like Brendan Fraser. But Bugs Bunny made him tolerable. Bugs Bunny. It's Wabbit. Are you so if Looney Tunes comes, do you watch Looney Tunes? Did you grow up on Looney Tunes at all?
Mm-hmm.
So does it make you sad too that it's like not a thing whatsoever anymore for kids? Like, I don't see kids know about Looney Tunes. Like, they don't. Warner Brothers
just accepted that for a lot of the stuff in our growing up generation. That's just whatever. But I was talking to one of my friends the other day, who was expecting a kid, and we were talking about like animes and shows that we would like make sure that our kids like watched growing up. Mm-hmm. And it like actually have like that you only get to watch like this many episodes a week. Like, you have to wait till next week to be able to like watch and know what happened in the story and like, go forward with all that. So there's still some hope that the like kids will know.
That's what I want to do for my kids. I want to have like the whole lineup that I used to have in like the afternoons of like a little Johnny Test that would then lead into some Shaolin Showdown and then Code Lyoko. Like, I'm gonna make them watch it all. They're gonna get down with it. Number 1, my top 5 bunnies. It has to be the one himself, Bad Bunny.
Nice.
Because we're with you, bro. Congrats to him too. First Spanish language album of the year winner at the Grammys. So that was an awesome win, an awesome lead into what I'm sure is an overwhelming, overstimulating week. But I'm telling you right now, his halftime show is going to be freaking awesome. And we're already
taking... What a great meme that came out of it, too. Just the...
Oh, yeah.
The content for that has been wonderful.
That's one thing I love about the Super Bowl. It's one of the few live events, right, that like everybody's watching at the same time. Everybody's watching together. Like, you don't really have this anymore because of streaming and everything's on your own schedule now, where there's something that everybody's watching at the same time. Everybody's talking about it at the same time. Everybody's making memes at the same time. So it's my favorite thing is to just watch and see what memes come out, what people are making fun of and stuff. So like the communal thing, it's like a nice little retro throwback. Kids, like, people don't get it anymore. So yeah, I'm down with that. That's your top 5 bunnies. And a little retro feel good.
Like, won't have any reason to use Twitter until free agency starts.
Oh, that's true. That's so true. And the trade deadlines just happened in the NBA. Yeah, there's no, so yeah.
I don't care about that. That's all you.
X could take a seat right over there. But we'll still be here, and we'll still be talking to you all about things because we have awesome things like Awesome Con coming up.
Yeah.
March 13th through the 15th at Walter E. Washington Convention Center. We're still waiting for an exact date and time for our show, but we will be there, and we will be causing a mess. That just got a top 5 award nominee. I just completely broke down. What happened? Oh my God. Oh.
We're getting peak sleepy Reid right now.
It's that time. Yeah, we got to get into these picks, man. We got to get to the Ricks versus Gricks. It's officially time. It is time to talk the Super Bowl, why it's going to be happening. I think people probably know where we're going, but, let's still talk this out. Time for Ricks versus Gricks.
Time, space, referee decision-making. These are all just some of the mysterious, uncontrollable strands of life that make up the massive universe that we call home, and the comfort food for the soul that we call sports. As most people journey through it with no idea where to go or what to do, a select few will help you navigate terror, frustration, and endless possibilities of making a 50-50 choice. This is Ricks versus Gricks.
This is Ricks versus Gricks, Reid's picks versus Griffin's picks. The Grick for the regular season this year was Scott Elliott, but we still have the OG Grick, Zuhair Ali. Still, the crown is still on your head until this last game is played, and then you have to hand it over to him. So far in the postseason, Zoo is our postseason Grick at the moment at 10-2 on his postseason picks. Scott and I are both in second place at 7-5, and Luis is 3-9 in his playoff picks. So, I'm going to assume whoever you and I pick and Scott pick, Luis is probably going to go the opposite so that we can go for 3-10. Or
no, he won't.
Or are we going to
go? No, you won't.
Will we go for the first ever Super Bowl curse? Will we get a Super Bowl curse for the first time? We haven't seen if that can affect things because usually, we're all over the place at by Super Bowl time. So we're going to find out together. But Zoo, we have ultimately a fun game, and this is an awesome matchup on records. We have the Seattle Seahawks, who are 14-3, at the New England Patriots, who are 14-3. Seahawks are a 4.5-point favorite in this game. We say at, there's no real home field advantage. They're here in San Francisco. And, the Patriots just get to wear their navy blue jerseys, I think. I think they're wearing the navy blue, or are they wearing all white?
They're wearing all white.
Okay, so they went all white. Seahawks are wearing their blues.
All white.
A navy blue on blue game is going to be, interesting again. But overall, I like
Condolences to all the Niners fans that have to see the Seahawks logo on their field.
That always hurts. Not a fan of all the patches. Too many patches on their jerseys this year.
So ugly. Oh my God.
Really bad. The America 250, just put that somewhere else, man. Like, that doesn't have to be on the jerseys. And I hope that's not going to be like an all season thing next year where everybody's going to have that patch, because that's just too much.
Just put the decal on the back of the helmet. Why does it need to be a patch?
Right. You don't need to do all that. But, all hail, I guess. I don't know what we do anymore.
What did I watch today? It's like, why do they only say hail for the villains? Like, hail Satan, hail Hitler. Like, what was the example that they gave? I was like, your hail. I forgot what the positive thing was.
Hail to the Commanders.
Oh, true.
That's true. Hey, new logo, by the way, possibly. Potential new logo. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Trying to spearhead something different.
Zoo, I already know who you're taking, but tell me who you're going to take in this one for the last time this season and why. What's going to be the key to the game for that team winning?
So going with the Seahawks, it is going to be battle of the defenses. but I just feel like the Seattle offense has more explosive potential. I don't think that the offense for the Patriots is going to be able to keep up. They are going to get a couple scores in, but I see Seattle winning by 17.
Ooh, gave you the score and everything. You know what that means, folks. That's a Zuber pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going 2 for 2 with you here. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks in here. I'm hoping it's going to be close, right? I'm hoping it's going to be close. Patriots defense is really, really good. Christian Gonzalez is not anybody to, disregard on that defense. Yeah, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. One of the best corners in the game right now. Their defense is awesome. Drake May, watching his confidence start to rise, especially in that AFC Championship game, to call his own number and seal the game for them. That was awesome. He can do it. He can, lead a great move here, but like you said, their offensive weapons in Seattle, if it comes to a blowout and a shootout, Seattle's got it. Regardless, I think your concern could be Sam Darnold, right? That's the concern everybody still wants to have. Everybody still wants to not fully believe it's like, oh, Sam Darnold. But like, dude has been playing at an MVP caliber level for the last 2 seasons between 2 different teams. Still not fully, enveloped in the Seattle offense. It's just his first season there, but he showed you in the NFC Championship game, best game of his career. He can rise up to the occasion, and I think that something that has really stood out during this whole Radio Row week and his interviews and everything has been how down to earth he is and how reality checked he has stayed throughout his career, right? Like they're asking him about, your road to this moment from getting drafted by the Jets and seeing ghosts there and all that. And he doesn't make it a big deal. It's not a huge deal to him. It's just, things that he's learned along the way and how to make himself better going forward. I think that is going to be a key to his performance in this game. I think that's going to be, if he has a mistake, makes a turnover, gets a little nervous, you can knock that out. Mike McDonald and Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator, they seem to be really good at speaking to these guys and getting their heads right. So, between that, having offensive super weapons in Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, Rashid Shaheed has been awesome. Ken Walker's doing the thing that he needs to do with the absence of Zach Charbonnet. And their offensive line's really good. Like, I don't see how Seattle loses this one outside of a mental collapse, and that's where I think the coaching really helps. The coaching, as boring as Mike McDonald is to me as a human being, he really seems to know how to speak to these players and get their minds right, and I think that's going to show everything in this game. Patriots, this is a good step for them and a great start, and they're going to be a juggernaut in the AFC now from this moment on, especially as they add a couple more weapons and their youth progresses like Kayshon Boutte. But yeah, this should be Seattle's game from here on, and I'm excited for them and excited for the game as a whole.
Yeah, a couple points on that is that Sam Darnold, I feel like, has just been in rock bottom for so long that's like you just can't say anything to bring him down any further. Like he's just got that swagger now where it's like, just say whatever you want, bro. Like I just don't care. Like sticks and stones. And there was a couple points that came up where it's like his play style is like the reason that the team has been so explosive is because he takes those risks, and now he finally has the weapons to be able to capitalize on it. So the fact that he has the reliability and the confidence in his game plan and in his receivers to be able to make the most out of like his comfortable playing style is really good for them. And Mike McDonald had that speech after the NFC Championship game where it's like you got to go through division rivals to get here, and he was just like, we don't care. And there's so much like merch that came off of that, and that's just like their anthem right now. It's like we don't care about the noise, we don't care about the words, we don't care about the scenarios. Like we're here and we're here to win it. So, I mean, good for them just being like so locked in and ready for this game.
Yeah, and that's the other credit too. I'll give for Seattle in this. not only we're talking about their offensive weapons and everything, and we're talking about the defense of the Patriots, the defense of the Seahawks has been awesome, and it's made Ravens fans miserable. And I love that. Oh yeah, seeing DeMarcus Lawrence, blow up again with them. Boy, Mafe at edge has been really great. Leonard Williams has been awesome for them. Just everything. They've got the right pieces all
three of the cornerbacks.
Levels. Yeah, all to the quarter. Reek Woolen's awesome. He's the number 2 cornerback. Devin Witherspoon is a beast over there. So
rookie Emanwari was making some clutch plays last time.
I was gonna say that's the only little drama that you can probably add is Emanwari, the rookie, had a ankle injury during practice on Thursday.
Clearly have good enough depth.
Yeah, so that's the thing too. Then they have Kobe Bryant at safety too, so that will just alternate right over there. So yeah, okay, we'll see what Scott and Luis pick. You can find out too, folks.
We know what Luis is picking.
That's true. That's true.
As a Forsaken Jets fan, there's no way.
That's a bet that we can place. Will Scott go with the Patriots as a former Patriots fan? Now, you know what? This is a case because we missed out Bill Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame. Robert Kraft also will not be getting into the Hall of Fame. The little Patriots bias here, and it's, Patriots are back in now. We used to say that Scott was the reason for the Patriots dynasty because he stopped being a Patriots fan after their last Super Bowl win because he was tired of winning. He got bored of it, and he became a Tampa Bay Bucks fan while they still had Jameis Winston. Then Tom Brady follows him to Tampa and wins a Super Bowl. So, we were arguing that Scott was the reason for the Patriots dynasty, but now they're back, and Tampa's, Tampa. So I don't know.
We also have to keep this trend that every time there's a new pope, that same year the Seahawks win a Super Bowl.
Is that a wait?
You haven't heard this one?
I have not heard that. So every year that there's been a new pope, the Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
That's
new pope.
We do have the Chicago Pope now.
2005 and 2013.
Insanity. What a stat.
No, reach the Super Bowl.
Reach the Super Bowl. Okay. Oh, damn. So wait.
Yeah, so they lost to the Steelers in 2005, and then they beat the Broncos in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And now with Pope Leo, they're back in the Super Bowl.
That's wonderful.
In all 3 instances, the Seahawks secured a top seed in the NFC.
I think the Vatican needs to address this. I think they should address it. Well, hey, folks, that's our picks there. Go to @323Reid, @323REID to see the full list of picks, what Scott and Luis will do here. Are we going to have a curse? Will we have somebody take the Patriots in this one? You'll find out there. Like you said, we already know what Luis is going to pick. You can jot down the Seahawks. It's all Patriots hate, no matter what. He's rolling with his old guy, with the Sam Darnold's ghosts. By the way, I found out, to counter, I'll go back at your stat. I'll trade a stat for a stat here. Found out that Sam Darnold's grandfather is either his grandfather or his great-grandfather was the Marlboro Man. He was the Marlboro cigarette man. He was like the famous face of that. And his name was Dick Hammer. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Smoke that dick.
Hammer down on that dick.
Folks, it is time for this is a really special one, the Kayshon Boutte Memorial Betting Slip. And it's an awesome one because Kayshon Boutte is in the Super Bowl finally. We got him there. Just like Scott got those teams there, but now I think it was Tom Brady. We got Kayshon Boutte to the Super Bowl. We're going to honor him now with the Boutte Betting Slip. In fact, we're going to do 2 of them just for him.
feel like I haven't heard this in a while.
It's been a minute since we've gone back to it. We haven't tried to make the people money too much during the postseason because it's a little harder. But this time, Zoo, we're gonna give you double the money because we're doing
We went 1-18 in the season. What do you mean by making it harder?
What are you talking about? 1-18? That's better than the 0-19 that we went before the last 2 years. We didn't get a single one before. And we were even doing like 2 shows. College Shame Day, we were doing a betting slip we would never hit. But now we've hit one. So lock in on us, folks. You don't know which one of us to lock in on, but lock in on us. You got at least 2 picks that you're going to be getting here, and then you'll go to @323Reid, @323REID to get the rest. But we're going to do 2 betting slips this week because the Super Bowl is always a time not only for, just, fun in-game bets and, passing yards and all that good stuff, but it's also the weirdest prop bets every single year. You can bet on the coin toss. Is it going to be heads or tails? What color will the Gatorade be? What songs will Bad Bunny play during his show? So yeah, there's plenty to go on. So we're going to give you 2, and we're going to go off of these different weird prop bets. But we're going to give you the regular game bets first because, that's not as fun. And Zoo, I'm going to start on that with Drake May. And this is a thread that I've been pulling on all season about quarterbacks making turnovers here. And this is one where I really believe in this. Drake May will throw 2 or 2+ interceptions in this game. Second-year player, I think the nerves are going to hit him a little bit. I think the nerves have been hitting a little bit throughout the week. He's been kind of quiet. And that Seahawks defense, I think, is just going to stifle him from the start. I think we're going to see him try to play hero ball a little bit, and that will lead to a couple turnovers here in this game. So give me Drake May, 2 interceptions. How about you for player bets?
Yeah, so I'm going to keep going with what we did last time, and I'm going to stick with GSN, getting over 80 reception yards.
Over, okay. That's it, yeah.
I think this is actually going to be a challenging one for him because, as we were talking about, Christian Gonzalez is probably going to be, his job is probably going to be, do not let JSN get the ball. But this dude isn't, the fastest in the NFL. He isn't the biggest in the NFL, but he keeps making these insane plays to the point that I ordered his jersey. So I am going to root for him we were hoping for over 100 yards, but for the sake of the bet, we're going over 80.
Okay, that's a good one. And of course, again, folks, @323Reid, @323REID to see the rest of our player picks. But for our goofy,
I'm hoping Scott does an actual booty over 0.5 touchdown.
Somebody has to for the kids. Somebody has to do it for him.
For the vibes.
For the goofy prop bets, right? You can bet on just about anything with the Super Bowl, national anthem length, commercials. Are the how many Patrick Mahomes mentions will you get out of Chris Collinsworth during the game? You can go on anything. We have taken some interesting ones here. I'll start because I think yours is a great one. I am taking Mac Hollins, Patriots receiver. Mac Hollins, former Eagles receiver. Used to hate him there. Mac Hollins to enter the stadium barefoot. That's at -550. That's almost a guarantee. He has been barefoot all over the place. I'm not a fan of it. I'm staunchly against walking around public places barefoot, but it's something he does. He's
a spokesperson for the Vivo barefoot shoes now.
Okay, there you go. So,
there's a middle ground.
Yeah, he should be it. He was walking around Radio Row barefoot, and I can't imagine that. That's not for me. But I've got Mac Hollins to enter the stadium barefoot. Zoo, what is your goofy prop bet for the Super Bowl?
All right, so I had to look down a list, and I don't know Bad Bunny enough to know why that this came up, but the bet that we found is, will Bad Bunny expose a nipple? Very specific. I do not know his craft, but when I am at this party and people who don't watch the show, they're missing out. are watching me watch this halftime show and I get excited about a nipple coming up, this will be why.
Get that nipple. I hope that nipple pops out for you.
And we're going for yes that it does show. Like,
okay,
I want to be excited about his nipple. The singular one. I don't care about the other.
You don't want to. You're not here for two nipples. That's just bonus. You just need the one nipple to pop out. Straight Janet Jackson.
There's an added part to this too. He's reportedly going to wear a dress to honor the LGBTQ plus community. In fact, you can even bet on what type of dress he'll be wearing, with ball gown leading at plus 175.
Really? Huh. I was thinking more of like a sundress. If it was going to be anything. Man, if those Turning Point fans weren't tuning in now.
This is the turning point?
This is the turning point for them. That's what it means. Yeah. Oh, fuck all of them. Oh, man, it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a fun time. Hopefully a non-dramatic time. We will have, again, the full picks at 323Reid, at 323REID. Zuhair Ali. Zoo, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, as you always are. A little Bobby Wagner, buddy. Tell the folks
where people didn't get to see.
Tell the folks where they can find you, what you're talking about on Zoo's Views.
Yeah, I actually have a show to promote now.
Yeah.
It's called Zoo's Views. It's available wherever you find your podcast, and it is in video form wherever you find your podcast. So whether it's Apple, Spotify, or you're a good old fan of YouTube, you can see our wonderful faces. And why do I say wonderful? Is because Reid was the first guest for the first bit of content that we covered. We both had never seen Ford versus Ferrari from 2019, and Netflix was kind enough to throw it on there. So we watched it, we reviewed it, we had a great time. And yeah, looking forward to getting back in the groove of things when it comes to podcasting.
Yeah, get that dynamic duo there. We love it. Yeah. We love Zoo's Views. Oh,
it's Zuper.
It is Zuper. And folks, you can check me out at 323Reid, at 323REID, all social media, the 323 Network on YouTube, or get the show, like, rate, subscribe, do that whole thing wherever it is that you get podcasts. Spotify, Apple. I prefer Spotify, but if you like Apple, go to Apple. You like Zencaster? Yeah, do your thing, man. I love it. Listen to us after some Bad Bunny. It'll be great. You can check us out all those places. We should be back Sunday night or Monday night, one of the two. You'll find out. You'll see somebody reviewing the Super Bowl, and you will get a review from Luis on the Turning Point halftime show, just so you don't have to watch it. We'll have Luis on it. Don't you worry. In the meantime, folks, stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Get lots of Tums. Everything that you need for all that post food and everything, but just have yourself a good time. We will talk to you later. Bye, folks.
Tingus Pingus!